Yesterday, 4 of our soldiers were killed by Hamas terrorists in Gaza, and 6 Israeli civilians were brutally murdered in a bus stop in Jerusalem. This morning, Hamas proudly took credit for both of these actions. At noon today, I convened the heads of Israel's security organizations and authorized a surgical precision strike on the terrorist chiefs of Hamas. These are the same terrorist chiefs who planned, launched, and celebrated the horrific massacres of October 7th, the savage murder of 1,200 people, the beheading of men, the rape and murder of women, the burning of babies, the taking of over 250 hostages, innocent hostages, grandmothers, grandchildren, Holocaust survivors. They perpetrated the worst attack on the Jewish people since the Holocaust. Now, they were meeting in the same place, exactly the same place, where they celebrated this savagery almost 2 years ago. At the beginning of the war, I promised that Israel would reach those who perpetrated this horror. And today, Israel and I have kept that promise. Now, much of the world, including much of the democratic world, or governments at least, have shamefully forgotten October 7th. But I don't forget, and Israel will never forget. Never. There was a time when Jews could be murdered with impunity, but since the founding of the State of Israel, those days are over. On this day, as in previous days, Israel acted wholly independently, and we take full responsibility for this action. And this action can open the door to an end of the war in Gaza. Israel has accepted the proposal put forward by President Trump to end the war, beginning with the immediate release of all our hostages, which have been held in the dungeons of Gaza for 700 days. If President Trump...
There was no deal. Hamas was just trying to gain more time. Again and again, they refused to do a deal. They could have done a deal months and months ago. Every time we had an agreed deal, they rejected it. It needs to end with a clear victory and with Hamas getting out of Gaza. And by the way, liberating the Gazans themselves from this terror. I'm sure that things are fully coordinated with the US. I know that the Prime Minister of Israel, Prime Minister Netanyahu, speaks weekly to the president and updates him. I think that Israel and US are completely aligned in the understanding that there needs to be a total victory. There needs to be eradication of Hamas as a terror organization. It's not crossing a red line. The red line is hosting murderous terrorists in your country. I mean, it needs to be clear. Anybody who is hosting terrorists needs to take in account that these terrorists will be total victory when we'll see unconditional surrender of this terror organization, when they will lay down their weapons and surrender and give us back the hostages and get out of Gaza. So at this point, the understanding is that the only way to get the hostages and win the war, and winning the war is not just about the hostages, is to win decisively in Gaza. Israel is not going to deal anymore with terrorists sitting in 5-star hotels in Doha. This is the government of Hamas. In the last months, we've seen them again and again opposing any deal. At the beginning, a partial deal and then the full deal. And it was obvious that at this point, if we want to win decisively the war, we need to really move forward with executing, what was planned to eradicate this entity.